The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go, set. Correct walk. Hey, Joe Steele. Set.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Young on first down. Loose inside the 30. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Gibbs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Gibbs again, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing, Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you
6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Down. Strike. Check, strike. Ready.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Young looks to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, Young finds Gibbs on the check down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Let's go now. Go 3 rail. 10 cycle.
To the air once more, Young. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete there to St. Brown. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Young on third down. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a...
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Young. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Again, it's Young. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Lions have regained the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10, Willis. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Go check, go check.
Abanikanda on first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Israel Abanikanda. A 23-yard run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Young's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw again. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Young off the bootleg. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have yet again retaken the lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And they get the guard, John Runyon. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Willis to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send Watson in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Willis looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 26. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Back to throw, Willis. Musgraves got it out right. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson from 13 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Carlson on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Out, it's a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just...
in the double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that's to throw on third down. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from...
Touchdown, Packers! Jayden Reed as the first half is winding down. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Willis will look to throw on first down. That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
Touchdown!
Luke Musgrave.
29 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A play fake. Now Young rolling to his left.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
And Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Willis, a short throw to Musgrave.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Willis to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are pouring it on. Carlson on for the extra point.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And he comes back with one complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and short yardage, Young. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. 2nd and 5. The give now to Abanikanda.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
3rd and 8.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
3rd down, here's Abanikanda.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Ready?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Abanikanda once again.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Down. Shovel, 38. Ready?
Another run for Gibbs here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Blaster, 6. 10.
Now Young. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And Young's throw there incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, check that street.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for...